I'm Antonio Centeno, the founder of Real Men Real Style. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you the updates I've made to my free 47-page ebook, The 7 Deadly Style Sins. Okay, I've had many men tell me this is the best ebook, free, online, that they could find, actually, that's out there. And I think it's well worth your time. So what are we going to cover? Let me go ahead and start off. As I always say, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. By doing that, these videos will come right to you. In addition, if you like this, if you find it useful, I would appreciate it if you would click on the like button right down there. Okay, let's jump into this. What is the goal of this video? Well, I want to give you an inside look at edition 2. I've been giving away this ebook for about a year and a half, and I've had many men tell me it's the best on the web. So what are the updates? Why is it worth your time to go in there and read through this? And I'm also going to make a shout out to Blue Claw. Blue Claw is actually my premium sponsor. They make great luggage right here in the United States. And Adam putting money into Real Men Real Style has enabled me to basically go back and to make this free ebook even better. And last, I'm going to talk quickly about my newsletter. And so whenever you grab my free ebook, or if you get it today because you're on my newsletter and I'm sending out an update to all the men on that newsletter, I'm going to explain, what to expect and why it's worth your time. Okay, so what are the major updates? One, I made a number of typo corrections. Number two, I added 10% additional content. And how did I add this? Because I eliminated the dreaded blank spaces. I know a lot of people were upset whenever they would download my ebook and they would find actually 5 to 6 of the pages were blank. And I used these initially to separate the chapters, but I've since eliminated that and stuffed more content in there. In addition, much of the content was actually additional pictures. So we had a few pictures in the last one, but I went through and I added more relevant images. So if we're talking about the fitted trousers, I bring in a good picture of a good pair of fitted trousers and links to other resources. So I've written tons of articles across the web. I link out to some of those. In addition, I link out to my premium content. And last but not least, again, Blue Claw sponsorship message. So if you are ever in the market for some great premium luggage, you can link right over to it. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly give you an inside look at the new ebook, but if you've got something, once you download this and you think I can make more improvements to the ebook, we're going to probably update it here again in the next couple of months. I would love to see those down in the comments below. But here's the new ebook. As you can see, very similar to the last one. Copyright legal notice, a quick message from me. We've got one page which I dedicate to Blue Claw and explain a little bit about the company and our partnership, and then the table of contents. So I get right into it. What are the 7 deadly style sins? And in case you didn't know, they are bad fit, not dressing for the occasion, mismatching patterns, mismatching color, dressing your body inappropriately, choosing quantity over quality, and getting the details wrong. And of course, I go into each of these. So you can click on any of the hyperlinks and it'll take you right to it, such as right here, it takes me to introduction. You can always click here, table of contents. It will take you right back to the table of contents, and I could go check out bad fit. Now, I don't give you pictures of bad fit. I instead give you pictures of great fit. And we talk about what is good fit. And again, you can go right back to the table of contents. You could click on not dressing for the occasion, which is number 2. Again, I've added, the content that I added is kind of all over the place. It wasn't that we added another chapter or anything. So if you read this book about a year ago, it's probably great to just go back and review it. So back to the table of contents, mismatching patterns. Now the big improvement that a lot of men asked for is, Antonio, you need to have a color wheel. Well, I inserted a color wheel. So boom, you get it right there on mismatching color. Go back to the table of contents, dressing your body inappropriately. We talk about how tall men should dress, how short men, how large men. Now, I know that many of you guys want more content, and probably the improvements you would suggest down in the comments is, Tony, go from 470 pages, which I threw out 470 pages is going to be way too much. I've got a premium ebook out there that is 600 pages, but that's actually what sustains my business, and I would highly advise, if you want more content, to go check it out. I do link to it from this ebook, but that's my premium ebook, and it comes with also 14 hours of audio. And by the way, I'm going to be upgrading that. It's going to be getting its own website, which is going to be pretty darn cool. and we're going to increase. We'll start with a $47 version, but that's going to be a lot smaller than, it'll be about what's existing right now where you just get the PDF. But anyone that purchases the PDF with audio right now up till probably the end of the month, they're going to be grandfathered in when we make the upgrade. Basically, again, an entire website. It's going to have another, we're going to add another 25 articles. It's going to have some really cool upgrades. Okay. So back here to the free ebook, we're already on page 35. So if I wanted to go learn about choosing quantity or quality, choosing quantity over quality, that is the actual sin. I know there was a lot of questions about how we had that worded, but I actually changed it in the title to clearly read by quality, not quantity. So people could always read that and understand it, but I know that's one thing a lot of people pointed out, that it wasn't exactly clear. And we've got getting the details wrong, conclusion, and further information. So let me go ahead and take a step out of this. And I want to show you guys, get back to the points I was making in the presentation. And let's quickly talk about the newsletter. So if you ever, when you grab this free ebook, you're on my newsletter. Twice a week, I'm sending out emails. And I can guarantee that 75% of the time, I am sending out valuable content. Now, I am going to make offers, but a lot of these offers are with companies I support, a lot of, such as Blue Claw, but I am also going to be bringing an expert when we talk about wine. We just talked about sheets earlier this week. So things that pertain to style, but I'm also going to be bringing you guys things that encompass what it means to be, I think a well-rounded individual and to have a deeper understanding. And, with me and style, it's not just about fashion or anything like that. In fact, style and clothing is actually not that important to me. If any of you guys have followed my teachings, I really am about the whole man and about understanding that function always comes first. Style is nice, and it sure does make things, I think, a lot more enjoyable. But it really comes down to the individual, because the one thing I always say, gentlemen, is that it doesn't matter how much, nice clothing you put on. If you are not a good person within, and if you haven't built up a strong character, then all of this stuff is just going to be hiding an empty suit. So, that's what I talk about in my newsletter. Again, 75% of it will be solid content. I'm going to also be bringing you guys some great offers. Everything I have tested or I have examined myself or gone through. So we've got something coming up with Ryan Masters over at the Workout Corner, and we're going to be talking about basically the importance of nutrition and also improving your body and working out, things like that. So hope to see you on it. And if any case, just grab the free ebook and then get off my newsletter. If you never want to receive an email from me, that's perfectly cool as well. All right, guys, I will see you in the next video. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.